Hi guys, I'm going to show you today something interesting. Basically, I've had a lot of people ask me about these Greek TV boxes. Now this Greek TV box here, I did a lot of research on these boxes, and Mum had this other Greek box here. I won't show you the company because I'm just going to turn it to the side. I won't show you the company because I'm not about, bagging other companies. But Mum had that Greek TV box. She paid $450, whatever it was. And then she had to pay a monthly fee of like $70. So, pretty much, when you're paying that sort of money, you expect the thing to work off the bat. And so, I decided on my own accord that for Christmas, I was going to build this box for Mum and program it and whatnot. Now this here is called an Ouya box. Now if you can't see my hand already, my hand's quite big. This is quite a small box. It doesn't come with a remote control normally. It comes with a controller because it's actually a game console. Now what I do is I convert these into a media box or a TV box for the Greeks. So we've got this remote here. And this remote here it's quite good. Basically, it's called the Mele F10 Pro, and basically anybody that's doing these sort of TV box setups, they highly recommend this remote. Now it's very simple to use. It's just up, down, left and right, and that's to enter the program, and that's the back button. We'll get to that later. But yeah, it normally comes with a controller, and it's a game console, and you need to convert it into a TV box. Now over here I've got what's called a strong box. Now, if you can see that, it says strong. It's still got the plastic on it. So as you can see, it's strong. I bought this from Harvey Norman a few months back, and I didn't bother to take off the plastic. But as you can see, it's fairly new. But this is a strong box. A good box if you want to go on YouTube and do some basic web browsing. But to run the software, which is XBMC, for the Greek TV, on that will not work. I also bought a Matricom box not too long ago. So that's the Matricom box. I bought that a couple months ago as well. And I was doing a lot of testing on the different types of boxes that are out there. This is the Matricom box. I've got the actual boxes upstairs. This is the external box, of course. But as you can see, I was giving it a good test run, and to be honest, it does not compare. It is It's really slow compared to that there. I've tried the Pivos. Pivos is pretty good. There are a few boxes out there that are okay, but if you want, superior performance, you go for that box there. Now, I'm charging $350 to $400. It depends what you need for your setup. And what I mean by that, as you can see with me, I've got a wire which is running all the way back to my modem. So if you're using just a cable, it'll cost you $350. But if for some reason your modem is on the other side of your house, and we can't be running a massive cable from one side of your house to the other, unfortunately the next cheaper option, most intelligent option, is to get a special power line adapter. And so that costs a bit of money. So that might throw the price up to just over $400, so $410 around there. Now the prices vary because these come from America and from China. The box comes from America, the remote comes from China. Anyways, long story short, you're purchasing all the parts separate, and depending on the Australian currency, it might fluctuate on the price. So we say $350 to just about $400 or thereabouts. Anyways, I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to take this handy camera off my cameraman. Thank you, sir. So I'm going to show you how this works very quickly, because my battery is starting to run low. So when you power it on, that little light turns on, and I'll just stand back and you'll see the screen that pops up. So you power it on and you get this screen here. And it'll boot up like this. Yep. And then it'll load into this. Now I do apologise for the zoom, for the focus, because it's I think it's on automatic focus, which is quite crap actually. But I hope that's better. As you can see, Greek TV for me, that's pretty much how you know the box is coming from me. That's pretty much that's my little logo or whatever you want to call it. But that's how you know it's come from me. Greek TV for me, and as you can see at the bottom, it's got Hellenic TV, Hellenic Movies, Hellenic Player, CYBC Addict, because we're from Cyprus, so that's a Cypriot TV show. And then one channel which has all the English stuff, but they're just the shortcuts. They're called shortcuts. So if I just get this remote, there's the remote here. You get this remote here, you got your weather. Now if you want to know your weather, I program these so that they're according to your suburb. Of course you can put anything there. You can put Melbourne, you can put Adelaide if you want to know Adelaide's weather, and you can go through them and select which part of the world you're at. And so in Northcote it's 24 degrees. It's currently 6:30, well it's not 6:35 AM, I haven't updated the time, funnily enough. I should have updated the time. But as far as this is concerned, it's actually accurate. I just haven't changed the time. I've got it set to American time for whatever reason. But as you can see, it's telling me the weather forecast for Northcote, Victoria 3070. So yeah, so as you can see, Tuesday 30 degrees, Wednesday 33. Not much cloud. That would be a nice beach day Wednesday. Not too hot, not too cold. And then Thursday raining, typical Melbourne weather. Anyways, so let's get out of that. And so this is where most of your shortcuts are. All the cool stuff that you need is in videos. Now, these aren't pre-configured when you get this software. Like I have to configure all this and put it all on there for you and put all the really good plugins, these are called. So if I go to these plugins or add-ons, these are the shortcuts because these are the most visited ones that we do. I'll quickly show you the Hellenic TV. So this Hellenic TV, this is the one that everyone wants, and you can set it to different settings. So thumbnail looks like that. So mega, antenna, star. Now just to show you that it does indeed work, I hit the enter button, and as you can see it says Hellenic TV loading. At the bottom it says working, and sooner or later what it'll do is it'll briefly buffer, and once it buffers it'll start playing, and it's playing now. I just got the volume down, so I'm just going to turn the volume up. Now the only thing with these, the only thing that separates these Ouyas from the other boxes, the Ouya is far superior in everything. The one difference that I think would make the Ouya complete is the volume needs to be controlled via your TV remote. That's the only downside. But honestly, if you try and purchase another box, you'll be so disappointed that you won't care about that little volume thing. And we're used to using the TV remote anyway, so that's fine. But as you can see, that's mega grease. Now, from time to time, you might get a channel drop out for whatever reason, and usually because you're not paying any subscription, you're not paying month to month. Usually they come back up because this is all user-orientated sources, and so the users will fix the source eventually. So this is antenna now. Now, as far as I know, most of these are working. Alpha has not been working for a long time, so you won't get Alpha to work, and I think Star's been down for a while. Apart from that, it's a bit loud, but anyway, I'm going to turn it down. So this is what it does when it needs to buffer to obviously get into the motion of things. And we generally don't have this buffer issue here at my house unless my nieces, I've got 3 nieces and 1 nephew. I actually got 2 nephews, but one's too young to be on the internet. And when they're around, the internet goes really slow. So anyway, so as you can see, it works, no problem. So we'll push the home button on the remote and it takes us back to the screen. So you push the home button to go 1 step back. As you can see, it's 1 step back. Now you got Hellenic Movies. I'll quickly show you this. Hellenic Movies. Very, very simply, when you click on the Hellenic Movies, you come to this screen. And you can organize your menu, so you can have a thumbnail like that, or you can have it like this as a list. As you can see, it's like a list. So favorites, genres. Anyway, I'm going to put in thumbnail so you guys can see it. Oh, I accidentally got out of it. Stupid me. Thumbnails. So if we go to thumbnails, you can select genres, and I'll click genres, and you'll see that it'll load up all the different genres. So Here it's in Greek, it's written in Greek, komodies. I'll put it in thumbnails again so you guys can see. So komodies, so comedies, Greek comedies, and we'll click on that. And this will bring up a list of all the Greek comedies that are available online. So this is all on demand. And it starts by year. So this is one of the first Greek comedies that was out there, or the ones that are online anyway. 1948, right? Gambri me dosis. Okay, so there you go. And then you go through, and then when you get to the bottom, you'll see next page. And when you go to the next page, it goes by year. So if you select genres, it goes by year. I usually just go to years, and if I want something like Stathi Psalti, I'll usually hit the 80s, because that's when Stathi Psalti made some of his best shows, or best movies. So I'll just quickly go to 1985, because I know for a fact that one of his movies is in 1985. One of my favourite Stathi Psalti movies. Είμαι τρελός και ό,τι θέλω κάνω. So let me find it. Hopefully I don't miss it with my eyes. There it is. Τρελός είμαι ό,τι θέλω κάνω. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that. So you just click it and off it goes. And so it says opening stream. Now these streams, as you can see, it says YouTube. So this stream is coming from YouTube, but it'll play off the bat. Now, of course, they haven't digitally remade any of these films in Greece, so don't expect DVD quality. But I tell you what, it's actually clearer than if you had a VHS sitting at home of this movie, because I have a few VHSs of all the Greek movies, and as you know, with VHSs, as time goes on, the quality diminishes. So this is actually very, very good quality overall. So as you can see, it's Stathi Psalti, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to get out of this. So that's that there, and then you got Hellenic Player, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to go into these so you can view them, but I can assure you most of these work. Sometimes they don't work. It could be the stream's down or whatever. But as you can see, you got sports, live, and if you go to networks, this is another good one for guys to know. If you go to networks, and let's say you go to Antenna 1, and like I said, alpha's not working, but you've got alpha as a feature here. Now what this is, it just shows you all the stuff that's on demand. In other words, TV shows that you can watch right away without actually having to sit there and wait for the time for it to start on a channel. So Brusco's a real popular one lately, so just go to Brusco. You can set it up in different things. I'm going to put it in thumbnails. As you can see, these are all the latest Brusco episodes. So I can select any one of these. So I'll select that one there. And Hellenic Player, and it says opening stream. And you can do this for alpha, of course. This is Antenna, but you can do this for all the alpha shows too. So you don't actually need access to the alpha channel, because this stuff is going to be available. Now, from time to time, as you can see, it said no stream available. I don't know why that's happened, but from time to time, it will give you that message if the stream gets taken down. Usually that's remedied and fixed by the people who put this stuff up. So usually it fixes itself. Now, generally, so okay, there's one of the error messages. I'll show you guys that. So that's the error message you'll get. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to go to a different show because it looks like those shows are not working for whatever reason. So I go to Mega. Now, keep in mind, guys, you don't pay a monthly fee. So if things go down, there's no point complaining about it. You pay a one-off fee to get the box, and then, you know, it's set up, it's ready to go. Usually all the streams work. From time to time they won't. They usually fix themselves. So I've just gone to, as you can see, it's got little ticks there. They're the episodes that mum's watched, so it keeps track of what you've watched as well. So this is Clemena Odira on Mega. As you can see, it's pretty clear. Now, this show is actually pretty high quality, and Brusco, if you watch it, it's HD. It's awesome. Awesome to watch. The good thing about this is if your parents work or whatever, and they come home from work and they want to watch something, then it's very easy for them to watch something instead of waiting for it to play during a time that it's not available. So that's it there. You got children. I'll quickly show you children. If you go into children, it's got Greek cartoons. Now these are only some of them. There is actually an add-on called Hellenic Tunes, which has a whole bunch of Greek cartoon stuff. Now, I'm not going to have time to show everything, but I'm going to show you guys the main ones, and we're just going to fly through them. So add-ons, and if you see here, these are the add-ons that I've installed for mum and on mum's one. Now you can get, with these add-ons, you can request different add-ons. You know, without going into too much detail, you can put adult add-ons and watch adult film, you know, but you can put parental locks on there so kids can't access the adult stuff. So you can have that as well. I haven't put it on mum's because we've got a lot of kids here. Even though I can put the parental locks, I just don't want them to see some XXX thing sitting there, and mum doesn't actually need it. So that's fine. So we've got Hellenic tunes there. Now if we go into Hellenic tunes, you can watch Strumfaka, which is like the Smurfs. And we put that on for our little baby. She loves it. And it's in Greek. They talk Greek. It's awesome. It's dub over, but it's cool. The main ones is all this stuff. A lot of Greeks tell me, I want to watch, you know, the soccer, the Greek soccer. So this has, if you have a look here, this is a football add-on. These are the different leagues, which is really cool. And if you want, there's even a search, so you can select your team. So you can search your team and it'll bring up all the games for your team. So if you want, you can sit there and you can type in Olympiacos. So, Olim. Now you don't have to type it like that, you can type it with this as well. But because I'm holding the camera with one hand, it's a bit hard. Olympiacos. Alright. Olympiacos. Oops, what did I do there? I did something stupid. Anyway, so you search the team and usually it comes up, and I've searched teams before and it'll show all the games from Olympiacos. So look, Liverpool versus Olympiacos. That was a game in 2013. Full match, Liverpool versus Olympiacos. The Hellenic player usually plays us up. Now this is really cool, really high quality. Just to show you. So Liverpool versus Olympiacos Piraeus. Watch this. This is awesome. So it says working in the bottom. And boom, we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. Now this chews up a lot of data because it's super, super high quality. And the quality is amazing, let me tell you. I've watched games on this before. It takes a while to buffer because the games are quite high quality. My internet connection is running a bit slow at the moment because I've got the girls, they've come home from school and God knows what they're doing. They're probably downloading or watching movies. But all in all, we've got 10 computers in this house. Anyways, I'm not going to wait for it to load. I don't have a lot of time on the camera. But I can assure you that the quality is incredible. So, and then you got here football replays. Again, very similar, you know, add-on that does all that stuff. The really cool ones I want to show you, the English ones, so you guys can get a drift. It's not just about Greek TV. I'm going to show you one of my favorite ones because it's got everything. It's called Mashup TV. Right, now Mashup TV's got everything. If I go here, featured movies, this will have new movies, old movies. You can just about watch anything and everything. Okay, so it says please wait until movie list is cached. So it's just downloading all the latest movies. So watch this: Art of the Still, Devil's Due, Right Kind of Wrong, Frankenstein, Police Story, The Nut Job, Ride Along. This is brand new films, right? So Hercules 3D. Anyway. Incredible stuff. I can assure you they play. I'm not going to go through them all, but it is really cool stuff. And then if you go into international or even live streams, it'll show you all different live TV streams that you can watch. So look at this, My Country, Arabic streams, if you're Arabic, TV Guide, iLive. It's got things from all over the world and you can watch live channels. But once you've got one of these, I'm telling you now, you're not going to watch live channels unless you want to watch something live like a sports event. But for movies and shows, you're going to go to some of the really cool add-ons and just watch them from there. So look, I'm into my documentaries. That's a documentaries thing. And it's got all the different documentary sources online. You can watch all that stuff. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Works great. So let's get out of that. And I'll go to... Now Mashup TV is pretty much a one-stop source. Really, really cool. But the one that I use a lot for all the TV shows that I watch, and I'll just show you, you can add favorites and stuff. So as you can see, movies, TV shows, resolve. So it's called One Channel. So television, I'll click on television. This is a really popular one. Now, I've already got things in my favourites. I'm just going to go to that so I can show you some of the shows that I've been watching and how good they are. An Idiot Abroad, Dexter, Friends, Grimm, Merlin, Sons of Anarchy, Almighty Johnson's. It's a New Zealand one that we've been watching. Really, really cool. Anyway, I'm going to show you one that you know, people are all familiar with. Friends, everyone's sort of familiar with that. So we'll go to Friends, and we'll go into one of the seasons, season 7, and then we click on the engagement, and so we'll click on that and let it play. The one with the engagement picture. So it'll give you all the sources, and then you just pretty much find a really, really good source. Some sources are better than others. Sometimes you just got to try your luck. Share 6 is usually pretty good. So you just click on Share 6 and it says opening stream. And sometimes there's a little waiting period where it'll tell you to wait for a few seconds. That doesn't always happen, and then just like that, it should start playing. Now what did I do here? I accidentally pushed the button. Oh, what did I do? Oh, here we go. Alright, there. So these are all the Friends episodes. So you know, you don't need to go buy this stuff anymore. It's available live and ready to stream. So I'm not going to sit there and watch it because I'll get stuck into it, and I love that sort of stuff. So they're the shows that I put, but you can find everything and anything, guys. New shows, old shows. If you see some of the listings here, most popular, highly rated, date released. Me and my fiance go to date released, and we find some really cool new shows that, you know, people haven't even heard of, and they are amazing. We just watched recently. It's not in our favourites here, but I've got another box upstairs. Atlantis, which is, you know, really cool sort of Greek mythology sort of stuff, and since we're Greeks, you know, we can really relate to that. Really cool show. Highly recommended. Anyway, so you can find all that stuff here, but everything that plays on Foxtel can be found here, straight out. Anything that you can possibly think of, Storage Wars, all those, you know, types of shows, all those reality shows, MTV reality shows. You know, what's that Bride one you watch? She's asleep. My fiance's fallen asleep with the baby. I was going to film her. Anyways, but yeah, so, you know, Say Yes to the Dress or whatever it's called. But yeah, anything you want to watch, it's there. You find it, you search it. So there's a search feature, and it's ready to rock and roll. Movies, all the latest movies. There's way too many add-ons to mention. I'm going to cut it at that because it's just got so many things, everything from sports to TV to international TV, and this has everything international. Like if you go into MASH TV, you can just about look up any country, Philippines, you can look China, you can look at Afghanistan, you can, whatever is available in the world that's been streamed by somebody will be found using this box. So it's awesome, and I set it up so it's ready to rock and roll, and it's cool. Sports Devil, that's a really cool sports one. And that add-on there has got just about any sports. You want to watch a tennis, soccer, hockey, whatever, you'll find it there. Anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. My email address, I'll say it on here, but I'll add it to the video, and you can email me there. But basically, my email address is I of the Phoenix, and Phoenix is Phenix. I spell it that way. Don't ask. I of the Phoenix at gmail.com. So you can email me on that address and get all the information about this box. I've named this box Greek TV for me. So you can email me at Greek TV for me Australia at gmail.com as well. Thank you for your time, and hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, email me or ask me on Facebook if you've seen this on Facebook. Thank you. Bye.